Live, the home of the Rockets in wonderful Houston, Texas. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Look at Cleveland. And certainly this is a game with playoff implications, as a win here would guarantee them the best record in the Eastern Conference.
Well, you know, they've only played these guys once during the regular season, but they did beat them, so they've got to feel pretty good about their chances. The matchup seems to be pretty good for them.
And, Steve, if they win this one, that'll technically make it a 2-0 sweep. Not a major accomplishment, but still something you could feel good about.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, LeBron is the 3 with Thompson at the 4. Irving is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Love in at the 5. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Here is Rubio. 9 points last game out. He dishes it to Harden. And just about a minute into the first quarter. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Rockets on defense. 4-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Now Harden, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. There's the bucket. Good.
He's so reliable, and you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Irving kicks to LeBron. It's tipped. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Outside Irving. Back to James. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. James with another miss.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
Now, here's Rubio. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Passes to Jones. Here's Harden. That one's rebounded by Dellavedova. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Harden dishes to Rubio. Ariza has the open look. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And another miss by Cleveland. Picks it out to LeBron. Thompson, a screen on Ariza. Pass to Irving. Love in the post. Defended by Jones. From deep. Cannot hit. The Rockets go the other way with it. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
And what really killed them in that last matchup was the bench. I mean, they had no answer for the reserve players who really came off the bench and took control of that game offensively.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Irving kicks to LeBron. Pass to Thompson. Back to LeBron. Love with the screen for James. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
If I'm him, I'm looking to move the ball the rest of the quarter because he cannot buy a shot.
The drive by Rubio. James against Ariza. Harden the pass to Jones. No good. Good D by Irving.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. Love against Rubio. Love, no good.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
There's the bucket. Good. That's now 8 points for James Harden. The Cavaliers trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Howard with the steal. Ariza has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Here's James. He's coming off a 28-point game against Dallas.
And don't forget, guys, his playmaking was sensational. I mean, he saw the floor, making the game so easy for his teammates.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Howard. And Kyrie Irving gets the three. Irving's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Well, they were lucky it wasn't a blowout because they didn't put forth a very strong performance in that one.
Yeah, they just couldn't find anything to work for them, Steve. No matter what approach they used, it was futile.
Harden, that's good.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
There's the dish to Dellavedova. Kicks it to James. And there's the pass to Irving. Feeds it to Love. 6 to shoot. Gets an open look and hits. Love's got 5. Rockets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And there's the feed to Ariza. He kicks to Harden. Back to Ariza. Launches a 3. Good.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
So, timeout call here, the first for Cleveland.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Now, here is Irving. 26 points for him last game against Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And what really stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they're passing the ball. This is a club that is very unselfish.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Ricky Rubio. How his last 10 games have gone. 6th in steals. And as a distributor, he's been really effective, ranking in the top 10 in assists.
And, Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Kevin McHale.
I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-7 run. Rubio outside. Dishes it to Ariza. Three-pointer. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Ariza. Rubio's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Irving kicks to James. Fires from deep. And that one's good.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Now, here's Rubio. From the baseline. And it's blocked by Love. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Houston with a big group substitution here. Monty Eunice has checked in for Howard. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Daniels, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Ricky Rubio. Daniels with it, defended by Allen. Daniels, no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, and even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Houston leading by 4. Harden has a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Inside, here's Hernandez. Noel trying to break loose, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Harden dishes to Moniunas. He feeds it to Daniels. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Cavaliers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's the Bulls, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
You know, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've been about as good as advertised this season. I mean, clearly one of the top teams in the league, no doubt about it.
Oh, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, Clark, no doubt about it. This is an elite team playing at a very high level right now.
So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 4. Harden right side. There's the pick. He dishes it to Daniels. Clock at 6. Here's Canaan. The Rockets with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Passes it to Marion. Drops in the tray. Marion's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Here is Daniels. His last outing, he had 8 points. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm. What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
Cannon kicks to Harden. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Canaan. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others.
The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Noel. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Marion outside. Pass to Allen for 3. You know what? The Rockets go the other way with it. Harden left side. Again, the miss by Harden.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And Noel kicks to Marion. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Hernandez. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The dish to Harden. No good from 11 feet. Here's Marion. Shot no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by 2 and will return shortly.